So in this video, we are going to study about the basic differentiation rules and the rate of change. So you all know that if we are talking about the differentiation, it means we are talking about the instantaneous rate of change or the slope of the tangent line. So today's success criteria is to find out the instantaneous rate of change of the velocity by finding the derivatives, applying the basic rules of differentiation, and also finding the derivatives of polynomial functions, applying the constant multiple rule and power rule of differentiation. Now, we learn derivatives in order to determine the slope of the function at a particular point. We find out the slope of the tangent line to the graph of the function at a point, and also we determine the instantaneous rate of change of a function at a point. First of all, I want you to write any function and make your own real life example and try to fit a polynomial function in that situation. And after that, try to determine its derivative using the limit definition. Now we all know that there are different notations of the derivatives of the functions. Like in order to denote the derivatives, we use f prime x, y prime, dy by dx, or d by dx. These are all called the differential operators. Now, differentiation is actually the process of computing or finding the derivatives. We may find we may use the terminologies like find the derivatives or differentiate the function or find the derivatives of a function at a particular point and so on. Now the first formula for the derivatives is the constant formula. That means the d by dx of a constant, any number, is equals to 0. So we can say that if the function is 5, so the derivative of this function, because it is y, so we can write that y prime, which means it is the derivative of the function, is 0. Why it is 0? Because 5 is a constant. Similarly, the derivative of 0.8 is also 0. The derivative of square root of 7 is also 0. The derivative of a fraction 2 by 3 is also 0. So what have we concluded? That the derivative of any kind of a number is 0. Even if I say that what is the derivative of pi, so since pi is a number, so the derivative is 0. What is the derivative of natural exponent e? So it is also equals to 0. So any number in any form, derivative is 0. Now, what will happen if a function x is multiplying with a constant number? So the first thing, the derivative of x is equals to 1. So if I am asking you to take the derivative of any number or any constant multiplying by the x, we know that if the constant is multiplying, you can write it before the derivative. So c stay as it is and derivative of x is 1. So the derivative of cx is c. So whenever any number is multiplying with the x, the derivative itself is that number, because derivative of x is 1. So derivative of 6x is 6. Derivative of 0.6x is 0.6. Derivative of square root 3x is square root 3. Derivative of 3 by 8x is 3 by 8. So whatever the number is given to you, and if it is multiplying by the x, the number itself will be the derivative of that function. Next formula is the power rule. If any power, if any power is written on the top of the x, so what you have to do, you have to bring that power before the x here. Write the x as it is and from the power subtract 1. Let's suppose y equals to x square. So how to take the derivative? We bring the power in the shoulder, write down 2 as it is, and then x write down, and from the power subtract 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. So this is the derivative of x square. Same way, if you are asked to find the derivative of x cube, bring the 3 in the shoulder, write the x as it is, from the power subtract 1, so it is 2. Same way, the derivative of x power 8, bring it in the shoulder, write down the x, and from the power subtract 1. Now x to the power 0.2, so bring the point 2 before the x, write it down 0.2x, and from the power minus 1, so you will get negative 0.8. Now what if the power is a fraction or power is a decimal or power is inside the square root radical sign? No need, no worries, just the same rule apply. Bring the power in the shoulder. That means I will get 2 by 3x. From the power subtract the 1, you will get negative 1 over 3. Now if you make or you change the negative power into decimal into the positive power, that would be a great thing. So we will write 2 by 3 as it is. When we change the place of the variable with a negative power, the sign of the variable changes. So we will get 2 by 3 x to the power 1 over 3. So you remember that if x has a negative power, that means negative a, it can also be written as 1 over x to the power a. So x to the power half, what you will do, bring the half in the shoulder, right, and then write down the x, and from the power minus 1, so that is negative half. Now make the power positive, so 1 over 2 write as it is, write the x beside the 2 so that the sign of the power changes into positive 1. Now what you will do if there is a radical sign, if there is a number with the radical sign, no worries, use the same method, bring the root 5 beside in the shoulder, write the x as it is, from the power negative 1. So you will get root 5 minus 1. Similarly do this one. So you will get square root 2x power square root of 2 negative 1. No need to use the calculator until it is asked. What will happen if some variable with a constant is multiplying with that number? So first of all, see the long method. That means if any number is multiplied, just write the 5 as it is. And now take the derivative of x square. So means bring the 2 in the shoulder, write down the x, and from the power subtract 1. Now multiply 5 times 2, that will gives you 10, x to the power 1. You can do this directly also. It means multiply the coefficient and the power together, which means 7 times 3, 21, x to the power, from the power subtract 1, that is 2. Same way, if you multiply 8 times 1 over 4, you will get 2. Then write the x from the power minus 1, that is 7. Same, in order to take the derivative of 3x to the power negative 0.2, multiply 3 with the 0.2, you will get 0.6. X to the power, from 0.2 subtract 1, you will get negative 0.8. Now avoid writing the negative exponent, so you will just bring it down to convert it into a positive exponent. What will happen over here? Now the coefficient is in the is in the fraction and the power is in the fraction, no worries. Just multiply the power with the coefficient. So just to show you that 3 by 2 times 2 by 3 as it is, x, then from the power we minus 1, so we will get negative 1 over 3. So this 3 cancel, 2 cancel. So you will get x to the power negative 1 over 3. Convert the power and change it into the positive 1. You will get 1 over x to the power 1 over 3. So this is your derivative. Now what will happen in the other case? So the first thing is multiply 8 with the half. Write the x as it is. From the half minus 1, so you will get negative half. So 8 times half you will get 4. You will get 4 and then just change the negative power into positive 1. So write it down and negative half will be changed into positive 1. So this is the derivative. Same way, do it here. So the derivative of 4x to the power is square root of 5 will gives you 4 is square root of 5. X to the power is square root of 5 minus 1. Now same way do it here. You have 3 over square root 2 as a fraction, as a coefficient. Multiply it with the power, that is square root 2. X, subtract 1 from the power, so square root 2 minus 1. Simplify this function, the derivative. So square root 2 cancel. You will get 3x to the power square root of 2 minus 1. Now sum and difference rule. If you have two functions written together and they are separated with a positive or a negative sign, then take the derivative of the first term separately and the derivative of the second term separately. So the derivative of 2x is 2 because the derivative of x is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus the derivative of constant is 0. So the answer is 2. Similarly, here first of all there is a coefficient 5 with the x having a power 2. So how to take the derivative? Multiply the power with the coefficient, that is 10, x from the power minus 1. So you are applying actually the power rule. Then constant multiple rule, the derivative of 6x is 6 and the derivative of 8 is 0. So no need to write the 0 again. So your answer is 10x minus 6. Let's practice some more questions. So the derivative of 2x is 2. Derivative of 7 is 0. So no need to write. So next question. Derivative of 5x cube. It will gives you 15x power 2 plus derivative of 7x square, multiply 2 by 7, that is 14x. From the power we subtract 1, so the power is 1. We don't write the power 1. Minus constant multiple rule, the derivative of 3x is 3 and the derivative of 1 is 0. So now it's your turn. Pause the video, try to find out all the derivatives, come back and check your answers. So the derivative of 4x minus 7 is 4. Derivative of 8x plus 9 is 8. Derivative of 6x plus 0.2 is 6. Derivative of 0.5x minus 6 is 0.5. Derivative of 8x minus 9 is 8. And the derivative of 2 by 3x is 2 by 3. And the derivative of 0.1 or any constant is 0. Check your answers which you have done before, and thank you for watching till here. Just don't forget to subscribe my channel. If you have any comments, write your comments in the comment box, because your comments are very precious for me. So thank you very much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.